What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Big Weezy. I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna unveil or I'm gonna show you the waves. Unveil, whatever. Hey, I'm gonna show you the waves here real quick in a minute. I'm just gonna take a minute and tell you about some information I found out or some things that I found out that I think's working for me and for my hair. First of all, I'm gonna talk to you about some Durags, and I've been buying a lot of Durags online uh, on Amazon, and I'm gonna share with you real quick here some of the do-rags I've bought that work and the ones that really just didn't work for me. All right, so um, I bought some. I went on Amazon. Let me go over here now. I went on Amazon and I typed in silk do-rags or silky do-rags, and what comes up, there are a bunch of different choices. You know, you get the velvet do-rag, but that two-pack of the best value two-pack for $19.99, I bought that. And when I bought it, in one of the reviews said that the tails weren't long enough. So, you know, we all got different hair sizes. So I bought them anyway. I wanted to check them out. And whoever made the comment that the tails weren't long enough, they're not long enough to wrap around your whole head. Um, but usually I tie my do-rag from the back, so I don't have lines in my head, so it's not really an issue for me. However, if you tie your do-rag like this, where you do have the hole, where you do want to put the tails around the front of your head, that two-pack, that's going to, the tails will probably depend on the size of your head. For my head, I probably got like a 7.5, probably wear 7.5 on my head. So when I measured it for the Surag, because you know you're gonna measure your hair to get the right size Surag. So I bought a medium Surag and a large Surag. The large is too big, but the medium, you know, it's nice and tight and it gives some good compression. I haven't used the large yet, but I know it's too big because the small gives me the right compression. So the best value two-pack, and it's actually sold by, let's see who sells it real quick here. It's shipped by Amazon. Who's the actual seller of it though? It's the Silky Durag 2-pack, 365, 40, 720 wave extra long, and wide straps limited edition. Shipped and ordered. Shipping with Amazon. For some reason in stock one day. For some reason it's not telling me who the seller is. But let me try to show it to you real quick so you can kind of see. So that one. So hopefully you saw that. I don't got all these high-tech cameras. You know, shit, I just use my iPhone. But hopefully you see that. So I won't buy those again. I did get some boo-boo rags. I got about 3 of those. The boo-boo uh, stocking caps with the boo-boo strap around it. I got some of those. I like those. Those are pretty good for compression. But the ones I want to show you that I got, and I bought, well, also I bought the 3-pack do-rags, the black through the deluxe do-rag. Those are really thin. And I bought a couple of, oh, also that 2-pack of rags that I bought, the silk rags that the straps are too short on. One thing I didn't like about those, as well as which the deluxe do rags remind me of, one thing I didn't like about those rags is that right by the tails, they get runs in them like stockings, and they're real thin. The deluxe do rags, real thin. That 2-pack of do rags for $20 I showed you, those are kind of thin as well, and they also run like stockings. The ones that I just bought and I got about 2 weeks ago, maybe about a week ago, I should say, um, and they came pretty quick. So I got them, I think, Wednesday or Thursday. They were a day late, but they still came pretty quick. And I got Prime, so they should have came in 2 days, but they were a day late. But anyway, um, let me show you the ones I actually got that I bought. And this is what I got on now. As you can see, the tails are long enough. They wrap around my head. I actually can tie them in the back, still get a good tie on them. So, and they're not, even though I still get a good tie on them, they're not too tight. So you can still adjust them where, you're not getting a whole lot of pressure at night when you're wearing it, or throughout the day. So you're not getting a headache, and, you don't feel like your do-rag is too tight. But you still got that compression, especially when you're wolfing. I'm wolfing. This is my 5th week wolfing, so I'm trying to lay my hair down, and really train it. And this is my first wolf, so, but I'm learning a lot from those brothers out there. 360 Jeezy, PB Blast, Sir Cruz, a lot of other waivers out there that I'm getting some tips from. But I just want to share with you this do-rag. Now, the nice thing about this do-rag is they're cheap. Right now, they're $8.99. I don't get nothing from selling them, or sharing this information with you. But because the brothers on here sharing so much information, I'm just telling you the stuff that I'm finding. So if you want some really good do-rags, silk do-rags that are cheap, like the one like this one, I wore this all night. It didn't move. I didn't have to, through the night, I didn't have to keep pushing my uh, uh, the back down so it'll, lay down flat. It moved a little bit because I can feel it now from feel, but not as much as some of the other do-rags I've put on. And so I didn't really have too much movement. But let me show it to you. I'm gonna try to put a link below so you can see the link. They're on a mannequin. Those are the only ones that, it's another one on a mannequin, but those are a little more expensive. But that's the seller. Ashy Leash, Ashy, Ashilicia, breathable bandana. So you come in 2 pieces, $8.99. I went in after I got the first 2 here. I went in and I probably bought about 5 more packs, just to have different colors. So that's the do-rag. Those are the do-rags. And if you like the silky do-rags, I like the silky do-rags because of the way they lay my waves down and how, still keep the sheen and stuff like that in them, and they're pretty shiny. So that's the do-rags. The one I just showed you, this is the one I got on. As you can see, it has a nice thick tail on it. They are long enough. As you can see, they are wrapped, and they're not tight. I can still get my finger down in there and roll them around, and it stays on. So I probably did this whole video. All right, hopefully that's a little clear. All right, and then the brushes. All right, all my brushes came yesterday. I bought quite a few brushes. I bought my brushes off Amazon. I live in Utah, so we don't have like a beauty supply store here for black folks or ethnic people. Our beauty supply stores here are like Sally's and things like that, and they don't carry a lot of products for waves. So I've been shopping online on Amazon, buying my brushes, trying different products and things like that on my hair, just to see what I like. So let's talk brushes. The first 2 brushes I bought, y'all saw, were the Crown Quality. This is the medium. All right, I've been working the hell out of this brush. I've just been using it a lot. No, wait a minute, this is the soft, my bad. This is the soft and this is the medium. And I've been using this a little bit more too. And so these are the first 2 brushes I started out with, okay? And I've been using these brushes every single day for the last 5 weeks, right? Both of these brushes have touched my hair at least an hour per day. And last night, I got new brushes yesterday, so I went in yesterday. I was brushing my hair all day because I was just trying out the brushes, the textures, the pull, and things like that. So I really wanted to see, as far as I like the palm brushes. I don't buy brushes with handles anymore. I like the palm brushes. just a little more convenient for me. I just like them better, period. I don't know, I didn't buy any, and I'm not saying I won't buy any in the future that have handles on them. But right now, I'm going through a palm brush phase. All right, so these are the brushes. These brushes cost me about 15 bucks, 16 bucks, something like that on Amazon. I think like 15, 50, maybe 15, 16 bucks. If you got Prime, they're gonna ship in they should ship in 2 days, and you don't have to pay for the shipping. You can also go to Brush King. They sell them on there. I think they're a little more expensive on Brush King. But the problem is a lot of them are out of stock. So these are the two brushes that I've been brushing for the last 5 weeks with. Yesterday I went brush crazy. Yesterday I had about, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. I had 9 brushes come yesterday in the mail. So I'm gonna share them with you real quick. And I brushed with them all day yesterday. And so I'll kind of share with you real quick what I like about the brush and how they feel on my head. And so today we're gonna look at, I got 7 different Torino brushes, the pros. All right, this is the hard. This shit right here, this is the hard. If you tender head, you don't want to mess with this one right here. If you tender head at all, this brush, if you're not woofing, this brush right here will pull your scalp out. You feel me? I ain't bullshitting about this brush right here. I'm telling you, if you buy the hard and you tender head, this gonna pull your scalp out. Really, okay? You ain't gonna like this brush at all, right? So I recommend this brush if you woofing and you like the palm brush. This is a good brush to actually go down into your hair and reach the scalp. This brush is not gonna just brush your hair. It's gonna go all the way down to the scalp and pull as you're brushing. So I'm telling you, it's a good brush if you're woofing. After about 5 weeks, because this is when I started using this one yesterday, I was like, okay. So it still gets down there, and my hair, I can't brush with this for a long time, but it's still, I maybe brush with this brush maybe 10 minutes, right? That's about all I can take of it, and I'm at a 5-week woof. So this is the hard. This shit feel like an extra hard, but this is the hard. So let's talk about the other brushes that I brush with on a regular basis, and then I'm gonna tell you about crown quality, all right, versus the quality of the, from my opinion, versus the Torino brush. All right, so let's start with. I got them all in the case here, so I just, shit, I'm dropping shit. But yeah, I got them all in a case. So I'm just gonna go through them really quick, or as quick as possible. Shit, you can fast forward if you want to. You don't have to look at the video. So, all right, what are we gonna start with? Let's start with the Torino, the Torino 670. All right, this is the Torino 670. It's a soft brush. All right. For you guys out there that don't like pink, this is gonna come in pink, okay? I don't mind. I got some pink Tims. I think they hot, right? But anyway, if you don't like pink, this soft one gonna come in pink. This is a 670 brush. As you can see, these bristles are a lot longer than the crown bristles. Okay, let's pull it back a little bit. All right. Why? I don't know. So one of y'all can tell me why they're longer, possibly. I will tell you what I do know after brushing with it. The first thing I want to tell you is you got to break your brushes in, right? When you buy a new brush, you know you got to break it in. You're going to have some bristles. You're going to lose some bristles. You're going to have bristles and shit all in your hair, as you're brushing, you're breaking it in. I find that I break my brush in for a couple hours, and after I broke it in, so it takes me about 2 days to break a brush in. using it for about an hour, 2 hours. After about 2 hours of just constant brushing, you should be good. You shouldn't be losing bristles anymore after that. I don't think that's what I'm noticing. But this one is really nice for when you finish it. Okay, I'm gonna show you another softy like this, but this is the softest one that I found in the out of the two soft brushes that I purchased, the Torino Pro. This pink one, this 670, is the softest of the two soft brushes that I bought, and they do have different textures. So um, let me see if I can find the other soft one right here. This is the 660. Now I don't know about the numbers as far as they're going up and down, but this is the 660, the Torino Pro. These bristles are not as long as the one that's like extra soft. I think, in my opinion, still long bristles. I like this one. I like this one because of the pull. I bought a Royal. Let me see. I might have it. You know what? I got it right here. My brushes be close because I brush all the time. For real, for real. I bought this brush right here because somebody recommended it, and I don't really like this brush. They said the point is good for the crown, but I don't really brush my crown, or I haven't learned, right? You right? But I don't brush my crown with the point. I haven't. I tried it in the mirror. I just wasn't feeling that. And I'll show y'all my crown here. It's getting thicker now, and it's starting to wave up a little bit. But I don't really use this brush, okay? So I'm not brushing my crown with the point, and y'all can tell me if maybe I should be doing that more. But this one, plus it doesn't curve to my scalp, and I'm kind of getting spoiled with the curve, and maybe that's why I don't really like it, because it doesn't curve. But you might like it, right? You might like it. So the bristles in this one, I will say this: the bristles in this one, I didn't really notice a lot of bristle. Like you can, if you can see, there's a bristle coming out. I thought was coming out, right? Oh yeah, it did come out. I tried to pull it before and it didn't come out. So, but yeah, but the bristles, I didn't really lose a lot of bristles with this one, right? Not like the white one. These white ones, these bristles come out maybe because my hair is black and I didn't notice the bristle loss. But this one right here and the other softy, those bristles came out all over my head. I saw maybe about, I pulled quite a few bristles out of my head, especially if you're brushing and driving. These white bristles kind of got on my nerves a little bit yesterday while I was brushing and driving. So this one is nice. This one is a little more firm, so it's still soft, but it got a real nice pull for the top of your hair. So when I'm brushing, it's real nice, and you can kind of feel this one. You can almost feel this one on your scalp if you brush long enough. I'm at 5 weeks, so my hair is still kind of short. It's not that long yet. But so that Torino Softy, the 660, that's a pretty decent brush. So you're gonna get a nice pull, as opposed to that Royal brush I showed you, that purple one. This one, I just didn't get the pull out of it, and I don't know if it's not curved or whatever. I just didn't feel the pull. It just feels like it kind of just glides over your hair, over your waves. Maybe that's what it's supposed to do. But I still like a little pull, so I feel like I'm kind of, getting some results or getting some progress, and it's not just gliding over my head. This one kind of feel like it's just gliding over my head. All right, let's go to the mediums. All right, the next one is the 690. This is the medium, and they come in different colors in the mediums too. I got the red one. I like the red. As you can see, bristles on here because I've been working them out. All of them have been open, yes, and I brushed with all of them. This one also has real longer bristles. These bristles are probably at least an inch, as opposed to maybe a half to 3/4 inches of the brushes I'm usually used to. This is a medium brush, and This is a medium brush, all right? This is the crown medium. You can see the bristles are longer. Okay, you can see that. This gets deeper into my hair, and it might sound like I'm a fan of these as opposed to these, but you know, I still find myself using it. You know, because it's a when you start brushing with different brushes, you're going. I've what I'm learning is that it's a feel as I'm brushing. It's a feeling that I'm looking for when I'm brushing, and the more you brush, the more you understand the texture of your own hair. But you got to brush to really comprehend it. So if you're not brushing, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But if you brush a lot, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, so even though this medium, it gets to my scalp and it's not as hard as this medium. So I heard somebody say that the Crown Quality products are like a step up. So if you buy a medium, that's like buying a hard. Okay. Um, and I can agree with that to an extent, but I bought the hard. I got the hard. I'm gonna show you the hard in a minute. Um, but if you got a brush to really see what I'm talking about, so it kind of feels like the hard, but in some ways, the medium feels harder than the hard of this brand. Um, but like I said, you really got a brush to know. And I don't think these are, if I'm not mistaken, these are boar bristles. In the hard brush, they don't have boar bristles. I don't believe so. You can correct me if I'm wrong. They just look like black plastic bristles to me. But they're hard bristles. So this medium, at times when I'm brushing, this one feels harder, actually feels harder than the hard. If that makes sense. This video going way too long. All right, so that's the medium. That's the uh, the 690. It's a nice brush. It got a nice pull, and it's still soft enough where it's not really digging down in your head until you use it for about an hour. After you use this for about an hour, yeah, you're gonna feel it on your scalp. So if you're tenderhead, you're probably not gonna brush that long. Not with that brush. I did. So yeah, yesterday I spent pretty much all day brushing. That's what I did all day. It was, I worked from home yesterday, so I brushed pretty much all day. All right. Oh, let me get back. This is another softie. This is the 710. This softie is a little harder, okay? It's a soft brush. You can see the bristles are shorter. It's a 710, right? And I thought, I was like, well, a soft brush is a soft brush. Nah, it's not. You brush with this one, it's gonna feel like a medium soft, maybe. That's the only way I can explain it, like a medium soft. You brush with it, it's gonna get down to your, and I'm still losing bristles on it because like I said, I just got them yesterday. This is gonna go down to your scalp too. But the thing about it is, it's a soft brush that will reach your scalp, right? It's a 710, but the thing about it is, it don't hurt. It's not digging, right? It's not hurting your scalp. It is soft, but it'll still go down and get almost to your scalp. And if you brush long enough with it, you're gonna feel it on your scalp, but it's not hurting. You can brush all day with this brush. I really could. I could brush all day with this brush right here. So that's another softie. This is the medium hard. So I lost the box. I didn't lose it. I threw the box away to this. This is the hard. This is the medium hard. All right. When you brushing, I can feel with my thumbs. When I put my thumbs on them, I can feel the difference. This one is definitely harder. Okay. But when you brush for about 30 minutes to an hour with this brush, this feel hard too. This feel hard. But if you want to deepen your wave pattern or you working out forks and stuff like that, I think, right? I think this one is gonna help you work out forks. That's what I'm hoping, okay? Because it's getting down to my scalp, and I can brush with it. I could brush with it right now for an hour, and I'm good. I'm not. It's I've been brushing for a while, so I don't. It doesn't really hurt my hair to brush. I'm not tenderhead. I'm not tenderhead. This one, nah. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait about another week or two before I really start going in with this hard one. So this is the medium hard. I can brush with this one. This one I can brush with for about 10 minutes and still be okay. After that, I'm done. So this is that medium hard. The medium hard is the 700. All right. And it comes in a couple different colors. I got another. I think that's the only medium hard I bought. So this is another medium, and this is a medium is a 730. All of them open real easy because I've been taking them in and out of the box. I bought this one because I really just like the color of it, to be candid with you. But this is another one I can brush with. I can brush with this. The bristles are a little longer. Not as long as the white ones, but they're a little bit longer, so they might be 3/4 of an inch. Something like that. But I really like the color of this one, so I bought it. And I like the feel of it too. So the 700 medium, I can brush with this one all day. Probably, it gets down to the scalp too. So at this point, we're kind of getting repetitive with the brushes. And we're gonna hurry up and go through here. And then I'm gonna tell you which brush I like the best, or I still find myself using the most. So that's the end of the Torino brushes. Now I got 2 more crown brushes that came in the mail yesterday that I did brush. I know you're saying, you brushed with all them brushes yesterday? I really did. I spent all day. My wife, she was just like, damn, how long you gonna brush your hair? Till I'm done, So anyway, this one right here, this one is the soft. This is the Crown Quality Soft. So this one is the soft, and this one's supposed to be the soft, or medium soft, I'm sorry. This one is a medium soft. So let me make sure I get that right. Bristle's about the same size. This got a nice glide to it too. It really does. It really has a nice, it gets down, it feels good on my hair, and it has a nice pull. So, and that's one of the things I'm learning about brushes. As I brush more, I'm learning about pull. Now, let's talk about the Crown Quality hard brush. All right, this is their hard. I could brush with this hard brush literally all day. This is the one I was talking about. So if you look at the bristles, if you look at them close, you don't see the different colors in them like you see in this one. And this is their medium, okay? This is their medium. So I think these are the boar bristles. I don't know what kind of bristles these are. I don't know if they're just plastic or what. But literally, this is their hard brush. And I can brush with this brush on my hair at 5 weeks woofing all day. I brush it gets down to your scalp, but you don't feel no pain. Or you don't feel the scrape on your scalp, right? That you feel with the Torino hard brush or their medium hard brush. I can literally brush with this now at 5 weeks, 5-week woofing. I could brush this brush probably an hour, 2 hours. I could probably walk around with this brush all day just brushing, depending on what I'm working on. So, I don't know exactly if, as of yet, I'm gonna find out because I'm gonna keep brushing. But I don't know as of yet if which one gets out, forks or anything like that. I know the longer my hair gets, as I woof, it is starting to curl up a little bit. So, Poppy Blast said you probably want to cut it when it starts curling up. But I'm trying to go for 11 weeks, y'all. This is my first wolf. So I'm trying to take the 11-week challenge. I'm trying to go 11 weeks without cutting my hair. So with no further ado, and this video's gone way too long, let's go ahead and wrap this up real quick And let's go ahead and unrag. All right, unrag and see where we are after 5 weeks of woofing, just constant brushing. And y'all know how I do it. I just get up, make the video, and unrag. I ain't done nothing to my beard. As you can see though, that beard game still getting going kind of strong, right? It's getting long. I'm still using that. Yesterday, boy, I had that topics in there. It was hot. It was fly. All right, so let's go ahead and unrag and see what we got. So all I did last night was I put this wave cream. I bought some wave cream. I'll show it to you. All right, so I bought this wave cream. All right, I can't really see if y'all can focus in on that. It's supposed to be to help build your waves. So all I did yesterday was a wash day. I washed my hair yesterday, or no, Friday, Thursday, yeah, Thursday night. So all I did yesterday was I put some of this on there last night. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that, and this is like a lotion. This is like a lotion. This has gotten all over the top. Oh, I dropped it last night. That's right. That's why it's on the top. So I just take a little bit, put it in my palms, rub the top, take a little finger more, rub the hands, rub the sides. That's all I did last night after I brushed. But I brushed a long time yesterday. So let's see. So you see the boo-boo. And right now, because my hair is so long, I do a quadruple compression. So I'll take each layer off so you can see. I think this is the first one. Nah, it's 2 in here. Yeah, it's actually 2 in here. And these are those shea treated rags. You can get these on Amazon too. So these are supposed to be treated with like shea butter and some other kind of nut oil. All right, and this is the regular boo-boo, and then this is that silver one you can see here. The tails are nice and long. Well, you can see I had it wrapped around my whole head. I'm ragged back up because I'm about to go to the gym. But let's look at them. I ain't brushed or nothing this morning. And you can see that line going down my head, so you know I'm kind of deep. Y'all can see that? That line in my head. We gotta figure that out. I just brush it out. So let's take a 360 view. That's the weak side, y'all. The weakest side. My crown is coming in a little bit more. It's getting a little thicker. As you can see, each week it's getting thicker. The crown's starting to wave a little bit. I didn't even bring a brush in here. That's 5 weeks into the wolf. All right, this video is going way too long. Oh, I did. Oh, today is a haircut day too. So one thing I'm telling you is with this wolf, I'm getting hair all down here. So when I brush now, the hair is coming over my ear. So when I brush now, I got to kind of hold my thumb down and then bring it down. Try to get them bad boys to lay down. So today, I'm gonna edge myself up back here. I'm gonna taper this out a little bit. As you can see, them bumps, they kind of leaving. So I've been using that bump stopper every day and tea tree oil. So they're going down. I got 2 on, one there. But I'm treating them so they'll go down. But yeah, so I'm gonna taper it up. That's all I'm gonna do, is I'm just gonna taper. I've been giving myself a little razor edge up every now and then. And then that beard. So together, these waves with these beards is popping. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here. This video went way too long. I didn't mean for it to go this long. So you probably fast forward through the waves. I got some breast information. So that's it. Till next week. Deuces.